Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl K.DOLL. If you're new to my channel, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below, and if you're a return subscriber, obviously welcome back to another video. So guys, like the title of this video says, today I'm going to be doing a life update video, and I'm just going to be doing a little chit chat straight Q&A, just answering some of your questions. A lot has happened in the past year. I think one of the very obvious changes for me was moving. So obviously I've been in Nigeria for a year now. It was a year 4 days ago. A lot has changed between now and last year, and I think even the last time I did a life update video. And it's crazy because I never thought I would come to Nigeria and be here this long. It's just crazy. But anyways, I'm gonna keep all of that for the video, so I hope you guys enjoy this video. So I did post on Instagram and Snapchat that I will be doing a life update video, so you guys should send me in your questions. So I'm going to read out some of the questions you guys sent me or pop them on the screen. So guys, I told you lot to send me questions on Instagram and Snap questions as well. What I'm going to do is, because I'm doing a life update and I'm doing a Q&A as well, questions regarding that, I'm going to do the questions first and then do a little chit chat about everything you guys asked and other stuff you probably didn't ask about that I was going to tell you about. And yeah, are you enjoying your stay in Nigeria and how has life been treating you? Life has been good. Oh god, the past few days honestly have been pretty interesting, to say the least. Life has been kicking me in the butt, but we move regardless. I'm just about trying to be positive, but life has been kicking my ass recently. But in general, life is good, I can't lie, I'm not going to complain. But as of recent, the past couple of weeks or the past few weeks is just what's going on? But we move. Am I enjoying Nigeria? Yes, I'm not even gonna lie, I love it. Obviously, times when I'm my head wants to explode, I've had enough. But am I enjoying it? Yes. It's definitely been an interesting experience. It's been a nice experience. There's been down times, not gonna lie, but in general, am I enjoying Nigeria? Yes, but I like it. Sometimes though, there are a couple of things that is just I don't know how people live like this and how they're doing shit like this. And I struggle with certain things while I'm here, because it's just this doesn't make any sense, and I don't know how you guys can live like this, because in the UK, in London, this is not okay. This is seen as abnormal, and here is normal. I have been pushed and tested and tried. Nigeria as a whole is something, and then Lagos, I love it though, because I feel this is the only place I could really stay for a long time in Nigeria or live in. It's fun. It's everything in one. It's fun, it's interesting, it's dramatic. It's just too many things in one. But yeah, overall it's been good. What's your opinion on emotionally abusive men / narcissists in bracket Nigerian men? If I start this conversation, we will not be done. One thing I will say about Nigeria and I would say one thing I've noticed, Nigerian men is, I'm not saying UK boys aren't trash, UK niggas can be trash. Nigerian men, yeah, is a different level. There's just a different level to it. And I'm saying Nigerian men that are in Nigeria. Nigerian men who are born in Nigeria, grew up in Nigeria, with a very stubborn, thick Nigerian traditional thinking. Those kind of men, the men you meet here, Lord almighty. I'm not surprised this person said emotionally abusive men in bracket Nigerian men, because they are so manipulative. They are so emotionally abusive. I'm not saying everyone, but a lot of them, if I should give my honest opinion, I would say more of them than less are very emotionally manipulative. And one thing about Nigerian society, the traditional thinking here is, as a woman, if you take shit, it's you're strong. Everything's about strength. Oh, my woman is strong, my woman is strong, my girlfriend's strong, she did this and this, she took this and this. Bruv, no. They really eat on that, because society alone makes you feel as a lady no one should come and take your place, you need to stay there and fight and all of that. And that's why Nigerian men do so much, because as far as they're concerned, they're the men, they're the leaders, they're the head of the family, so they can do whatever. And that's a very like old thinking, like very traditional, very uneducated, unexposed way to think. But sadly, a lot of them think like that. I saw this video online, I think last week. The story behind it was this guy met his girlfriend cheating on him in a hotel, and him and his friends then, like, obviously they're confronting her in a room, he's screaming at her, this and that, and he slaps her. And I'm like, sorry? A boyfriend, a mere stupid boyfriend, he slapped her. And he said, and because he was getting pissed, like, oh, he caught her cheating. And she's like, okay, I found you cheating how many times? Because that's the thing, Nigerian men, they cheat so much, they want you to forgive. See, if you hear the stories of some like households, and it's like, it's just a normal thing. The man just cheats for decades, just be cheating, and the woman takes it all. So if you stand up to them, it's an issue, because it's like society alone makes them feel like, oh, it's a man's world, they can do what they want, they can cheat, they can do this, they can do that, and you're meant to hold it down. Now this girl was like, I've forgiven you as my boyfriend for cheating on me so many times, so why can't you? He slapped her. He said that she's stupid, that she's a man, that does he. That kind of mentality, that's what a lot of people have here, and it's very, very disgusting and sad. He was like, oh, so what, am I not a man? Do you not know that I will cheat on you as a man, and so what? I'm not saying cheating is okay, but if I've caught you cheating, I've forgiven you, you need to relax. And even if you decide you don't want to forgive me, you can leave. Why the hell are you putting hands on me? Are you mad? Like, that is not okay. And a lot of Nigerian men are like that. I went out to eat one time with my friends, and we're there, and this man starts cussing out the waitress, cussing her. He was even trying to get angry to hit her. Like, it's a thing you see a lot in Nigeria. If you go on blogs, a guy will go to a shop, he'll be pissed with the shop assistant. Like, I'm not saying Nigerian workers can do your head in, but when a guy feels like, oh, it's a man's place, you this little girl, who you talking to, they'll slap shop assistants, beat shop. I'm just like, what is this? And not a lot even happens, which is the sad thing. I'm just like, it's not okay. That is not okay. If you're mad, you can leave. If you've caught your partner cheating, and don't be telling her, oh, I'm a man, it's okay. Cheating is not okay for whatever gender, but your excuse should not be, I'm a man, I can cheat as men. You're never gonna stop. You're never gonna think, oh, there's an issue with it. That thought of, oh, I'm a man, I can do what I want, keeps niggas doing the same thing all the time. They will always do it, because it's like, I'm a man, she's meant to forgive, and when you don't forgive, it's a problem. So I feel like a lot of Nigerian men are emotionally abusive, because they always feel like, it's a man's world, it's my place, I'm the leader of this relationship, I'm the leader of this marriage, I'm the leader of this companionship, whatever your situation is. And they feel like, I'm in control, everything goes as I say, regardless of whether you like it or not. And there's the thing of, they like to do the whole, I can do this and get away with it, but you can't. Sorry, equal roles. If you want to get away with this, that's fine, but just be okay with it for me as well. And this is where the emotional abuse comes, and like, everything must surround them. I can do this, I'm a man, so I can do this. Their ego is in the way, but you as a woman, you're not going to do this. Like, I'm going to tell you what to do. And it's just like, sorry, I did not become your partner to be your slave. I did not become your girlfriend to be your slave. I did not become your wife to be your slave. You're not going to do that with me. And a lot of them feel like, once you speak up, or once you stand up to them, you're rude, you're this, you're that, and it just becomes too much. Like, the controlling, it gets too much. And a lot of the times, you either have to leave, whether you either have to just be like, I'm done with this, and move, or stay if you want. You see, people who are narcissistic in nature, they are never ever going to see themselves as a problem. So if you stay, you're staying knowing that anytime there's an issue, they're going to blame someone else but themselves. They're going to guilt trip you. See, when I tell you, Nigerian men, it's just too much. Like, I've heard a lot of grown men open their mouth to say, oh, it's natural for men to cheat. Now imagine growing up around that. Like, I know people around my age who think like that as well, and I'm just like, you're tapped in the head to think that's okay. Like, even if you want to say the older generation are more close-minded, you cannot be our age in this generation and you're not aware, and you're moving very stiff in your head about, oh, it's natural for men to cheat, but if a woman does it, it's this, is that. I'm just like, while I've been in Nigeria, obviously I've spoken to a couple of people, and sometimes on getting to know people, I'm just seeing it, and I just ask little questions like, oh, what would you do like if you found out your girl was talking to another person? So I would just ask like, oh, just to get their thought, and you just see them huffing and puffing, and I'm like, relax, it's just a question, no one said it happened, I'm just asking. And they're like, no, I can't deal with that, oh, I will deal with her, I'll deal with the guy. And I'm like, but guys cheat all the time. Guys talk to other people in relationships, and you don't expect to be like forgiven or think it's normal. So if you want me to think it's normal, why can't you take what I'm doing to be normal as well? All of a sudden, you just see the energy changes. One time someone told me, why would you say that? You've pissed me off. I'm just like, huh? You just said it's okay for you to talk to people. Obviously, it's not a big deal. So if I chat to other people, why is it a big deal? You either have the same energy or you don't have that energy at all. That's what I say. But Nigerian men, they want to have that energy of, I'm going to do what I want, but they don't want to see you do anything. Or let me see you act out of line. It's crazy. Like, it's a thing where like a lot of them think like that. That's why I always say, I don't feel I could deal with a guy who was like born and bred in Nigeria and hasn't been exposed, doesn't know what's happening outside, because that thick traditional mentality is not gonna work. Like, it's not gonna work. I'm so sorry. And women these days know what they want. They are doing a lot for themselves, like being much more independent. No one's gonna sit around dealing with nonsense that people used to deal with before. Like, why? Why? This is a conversation for a whole nother day. Let's just move on. Why are you in Nigeria? I'm just here to chill, you know, because that's what a lot of people clearly think. So yeah, I'm just here to chill and waste time. So when I first came to Nigeria, I came for like a break and just to like chill a bit, and it was more like certain stuff I was trying to like look into. So when COVID like happened, it was just like, you know what, do I want to be stuck in the UK or in Nigeria? I didn't think it would be that long, so I was like, you know what, let me go to Nigeria. I could always come back to the UK. And then things got really long, COVID got very serious, and yeah, time just went, and it was like, you know what, you're here now, make the best out of your situation. Did I plan to be here a whole year without going back? No, this is the longest I've been in Nigeria in so long, like almost a decade. This was like my first time back in Lagos in almost a decade, like a very long time. Like COVID happened, and that's what kept me here longer. And it was just like, in every situation there's a blessing in it, and I saw that, you know what, I'm in Lagos, I might as well make the best out of it. And it's a lovely place. It's been nice, to be honest, because I've been able to get in touch more with stuff apart from restaurants and beach houses. What has entertained you in Lagos? Okay, I like going to the beach. I really like being by the water. I just find it very relaxing and nice. So I like going to restaurants because like it's just nice to try out new food. I love a good cocktail. So, but apart from beach houses and restaurants, so when the COVID like restriction thing wasn't there, when like bars are open and clubs are open, that used to be fun as well. And then I've got like, I don't have a lot of friends, I've got a handful of friends literally, and that keeps me entertained, just chilling with my friends. Like, I'm a home person. I do like going out, but I do like staying at home. Like, if it's not with my people, I ain't stepping out. If it's not important, I'm not gonna step out. So just being home, being with my friends, being with my close people keeps me entertained, because there's always something funny, there's always some banter, there's always some shit going on. Lagos is hectic. I want to move back, but I know it's a bad idea. Please list the pros and cons. So first of all, I will say, because a lot of people have been asking, have I moved to Lagos? No, I won't say I've moved. I will say I'm more back and forth. COVID made me stay longer than planned, but will I say, oh, I've moved all my shit and my life is in Lagos now? No, because I still have a whole life in the UK. I miss my friends, my family in London, and I'm obviously gonna go back. I'm gonna be more back and forth because it just makes more sense for me now, and like with what I'm doing and work and all of that, it makes more sense for me to back and forth. I would be catching a flight to London soon. I don't know, for me personally, can I move back to Nigeria fully? No chance, because it's crazy the way they live here. Just some things are just not okay. I can't just cook with how they do certain stuff. It's so jarring. Everyone's different, everyone can deal with stress differently. I don't like to be too stressed, and like certain things just like make me go, would just like piss me off and just like get me all anxious and annoyed, and it's a lot to deal with. So for me, ideally Lagos is the kind of place I'll stay like 2 months, go back to the UK, chill, come back kind of thing, because like for me it's just too much for me to move back here. It's just too much. Okay, pros of living in Nigeria: it's more free, because obviously like stuff are not just as rigid as in the UK. It's definitely very fun living. your expenses depends on how you live. Compared to my expenses in the UK, I'll say your expenses here, bills and like home stuff, are less. However, it's more of a thing of like you need to have cash at hand and bulk money, because like in the UK, for example, let's say you're paying rent, you know, like every month you're paying this amount and your rent comes out every month. But if you want a place in like Nigeria, or in like Lagos for example, I can't talk about everywhere, but I'm talking about Lagos because that's where I am now. So let's say they'll say, oh, the total thing is like, I don't know, roughly 2 million naira. I don't know how much that is in pounds, let me check. So let's say about £3,500 your rent for the whole year. Now you might be thinking, okay, that's not bad, that's actually cheap for like a 2-bed or something, 2-bedroom. You're not going to get to do that 3,500 spread out with 12 months. It's not going to be a case where you get to do like you pay every quarter or every month. You'd have to have the whole 3.5 in hand to pay immediately while you move in. So that's the only thing. That obviously in the UK, for example, you have like payment plans. You pay your rent maybe every quarter or every month, regarding on how your landlord wants to do it. Like Lagos, you have to have everything at once. That's the only difference. But I will say still cheaper here obviously compared to your bills there, but there you have like a payment plan, so it works out. Probably you're paying monthly every 3 months. Here you have to have saved all the money up. Pros, I will say, obviously like you have help, and like domestic stuff are like easier to get. It's like you have help, it's easier to hire staff and stuff like that. But you have to be careful with domestic stuff and where you get them from, because Nigeria is a funny place. Definitely cheaper, but you need to just have your money at hand. But that's if you're like getting like renting a house for a year. If you're doing apartments in Lagos can be expensive, like short stay apartments. So it just depends on what works for you. What else are the pros? It's just like it's more relaxed. You have more authentic food. Everything don't taste like plastic, and yeah, so that's one thing I will say. The fruits, all of that. The people, however, are crazy. Like the people in Lagos, Lord, see, like everyone is just like on some hype. I feel like while I've been in Lagos, I've definitely had to like start becoming more vocal, because if you're just being like calm with them, they just take the piss. Like they think you're dumb. Like you go to the bank, you talk to a cashier, they'll just be like And when I start screaming, that's when they're like, oh, I'm like, why do you like people to scream at you? That's one thing I've noticed. Nigerians don't like to like, you can't talk to them and they're calm. You need to be on a hype, because everyone's always on a hype. Like, until you scream, that's when they start working. I'm like, why? Why do you want to be spoken to like an animal? Just want people to scream at you, but that's literally the only way things get done. I don't know. I feel like if you want a video on like pros and cons of Nigeria, let me know and I'll try and do that. But yeah, overall, would I say the pros are more than the cons? Yeah, but then again, it depends on like your lifestyle. Like I said, I'm young, I'm single, I don't have kids, nothing like that. If you're thinking about moving a whole family and that, then that's like a total different ballgame. There's always help. You have like a security, you have a security guard, you probably have like a cook, a cleaner, like basic stuff like that. Most households in Nigeria would have that, and that's quite helpful. So life is slightly less stressful, unlike in the UK. Life is definitely like more comfortable here if you have money, I'm not going to lie, because Lagos is maybe one of the expensive places in Nigeria to live. I don't know, yeah, things are a bit pricey in Lagos. But what I will say, some stuff are just like priced at a ridiculous price. So when you're looking at stuff like household items, decorations and stuff, if you can, and if you're shopping a lot, do what I did. My advice to you, buy in bulk. So when I was trying to like do my room up, I bought most of my stuff from the UK and then shipped, and even doing that, it worked out better than me buying here, because the items are like 3-4 times the price. I'll see an Asda maybe decoration or bin or something, and something that's £5 will be sold here for like £15, like worth £15, and it's like, sorry, I'm not doing that. Only if it's something I need urgently. But if it's like I'm doing bulk, then it makes more sense to obviously always order in the UK and ship your stuff, guys. Next question, what did you do for fun during the pandemic? Were you homesick? So last year when the pandemic was like very serious, like I was just, obviously everyone was indoors. I used to binge watch Netflix. I taught myself some new skills. I learned some stuff, took up some new hobbies. Was I homesick? Yes, of course I was, because it was just like, it was scary. Like corona was nothing anyone had planned for or even knew what it would be like. Now it's something like at least you have an idea on like what it is, or like how to like maintain it a bit. There was no clue, and it was just scary because like a lot of people were just like passing away, like it was just a lot. And I hadn't been away from like my family for this long. Like, I always would travel, but it would probably be like 2 months max we haven't seen each other. So at first it was just like, okay, it'll be done in a month. And then like 4 months in, I'm just like, what the hell? So then I used to get homesick. But I wasn't like always weepy. It was just like, oh, I do miss home, I do miss my friends. Or when I see like my Snap throwbacks, but it's not like anything like, oh my god, I was weepy. But there were times that I just like, oh, I do actually miss home. What has been your biggest test in Nigeria so far? I will say the vendors. I will go into this. I have a whole story time planned because Lord God, I think one of my biggest tests in Nigeria has been dealing with like Nigerian vendors. I was trying to get my room done up. See, the stress I had, the stress I went through just to get my vanity was ridiculous. I ordered it. I was told it would be done in like 2 to 3 weeks, but she even told me about 2 weeks at first. This is how it all started. And before I knew, it took me about 8 weeks to get a vanity. They were so rude. Like, the vendors were rude. They cussed me out. Like, it was terrible. They kept lying to me. Like, imagine thinking, oh, something's coming in 2-3 weeks. The 3rd week is here. They're like, oh, you're gonna get it Thursday. Thursday, you're waiting. You're calling. No one picks up your calls for weeks. Like, it was just terrible. That's been like one of my biggest tests, having to deal with like Nigerian vendors and like workers. Like, it's really pushed me. Because one thing is, Nigerians are very big on if someone's older than you, respect them. And it's like, cool, but if you don't respect yourself, how do you think I'm going to respect you? Like, just because you're older than me doesn't mean that, oh, you're going to chat shit and I'm going to take it, or you're going to talk to me a type of way and I'm going to take it. You might be older than me, but I'm not a kid. And even a kid, you just don't talk to people any type of way. And Nigerians are big on, oh, I'm older than you, oh, this person's older than you, so you have to respect them, or you have to take them cussing you. I'm just like, no chance. You're not going to talk to me or disrespect me and think I'm going to take it. I will talk back. I'm not a dickhead. I'm so sorry. And that's like one thing that's been my issue, because they talk to you type of way like, oh, this little girl, or they look at you and like, oh, you're a small girl. Already they disrespect women all the time. So it's like, oh, this little girl. And when they see like you're young and you're single or you're not married or something, they try to disrespect you even more. And it's just like, I'm not having it. And once you talk back, everyone wants to say you're rude. And I'm like, I'm not rude. I'm standing up for myself. Thank you very much. Like, there's a difference. If you talk to me a type of way and you want to be all rude to me just because I'm younger than you, you're not going to do that. Especially when you're in the wrong. Like, I've had to call up people who are older than me and be like, I've got receipts, you're wrong, so can you apologize? And they're like, oh, no, you're going to apologize. And it's so hard for Nigerian adults to say sorry. I don't know why. Their ego is just... And the men is worse. Me, I'm always like, I don't have time for that, because how I grew up, my parents used to apologize if they were wrong. I was taught to apologize when I'm wrong. So if you think you're going to bring this energy to me, I'm going to fight back. I always start off calm. That's the problem. And that's the funny thing. But when you start off calm, they want to take you for a dickhead. Like, oh, they want to play a smart one on you. So until you start piping up and screaming at them, they don't listen. You need to let them know that I will match your energy. And that's the problem with these vendors, because when I posted my issue, I posted about my issue with my vendors and like the furniture vendors, and people told me their horror stories. Like, these people are the worst. So yeah, that's been one of my biggest tests, dealing with them people. Ugh. How do you cope with managing your business from Nigeria? It hasn't been super easy. Like, I've had to obviously make changes and try and find my way around it. Managing my business, because it was mainly online, it wasn't too bad. So a lot of my clients were more online, because I didn't exactly like have a store or anything like a physical store. At first it was difficult because I needed to find very good Wi-Fi, so I could always like update my website, know what's happening. Me moving to Nigeria wasn't a problem. I was still able to get my goods and stuff that I needed. It hasn't been too bad. The only thing is, like, I had to like bring some of my work closer to home, so I try to find like good printing companies in Lagos. I love your energy. You don't take nonsense but still manage to get shit together. Thank you. Like, I feel like this came up because of like when I was pissed about the whole like furniture thing going on. People were like, oh, I'm usually calm, but they can tell like these people really took the piss with me. Don't take the piss with me. Like, honestly, I could be the sweetest person, but when I find out like now you're trying to violate me and take me for a fool, that's where like the niceness goes, and you see a side to me you ain't seen before. You don't want to see it, trust me. Do you feel being in Nigeria affects you as a YouTuber? I'm not gonna lie, yes. So at first it was a bit like hard, just like being stable here, and like my YouTube last year, I definitely wanted to be more consistent, but it was just a lot for me. And obviously I was still trying to like settle into Nigeria. I just needed to like settle down more, get into a better routine, and a lot of stuff were just like up and down and in the air. But now that things are better, I feel like I would be more consistent on YouTube. But me moving to Nigeria did affect me. Like, am I a YouTuber? Who are you living with in Nigeria? Why are you guys so nosy, fam? Have you relocated for good? No, I have not. I have not moved to Nigeria for good. Okay? How's your dating life? Why are we going there? Like, why? Why did this person have to ask me that? I would say right now it is non-existent. If I'm to be very honest with you guys, it's non-existent because I'm not in the mood for that. I'm not in the mood to date. Have I dated while I've been in Nigeria? I have spoken to people, nothing too serious, because the truth is I'm the friend who's never looking for anything too serious. Like, when I want to settle down, I will, but I feel like if I know my heart right now I'm not ready to settle down, why? Like, I'm not gonna commit to something when I know my heart's not in it. I just like casually talk to people. I feel like people like to rush, especially in Nigeria. That's the thing, like people like to rush to date, and not even date. I feel like dating is when like you're talking to people, getting to know each other, there's an interest, there's a mutual interest, and you're trying to get to know each other. That's different. So I have like spoken to people and all of that, but it's just like and sometimes it's just like casual. It's like, okay, he's feeling you, you're feeling him, you guys are both feeling each other, or you know, like, okay, maybe there's a little something there, but no one's ready for anything serious. So you just like, just chill and leave it, get to talk to people, get to know each other, and if it later on builds to something, it does. But I feel like people like to, boom, I know you, you're cool, after 1 week it's like, oh, we're in a relationship, and it's like, okay, have fun, count me out. I won't say I run away from relationships. Okay, have I run away from like being in relationships? Yes, because like I always say this, I don't want to date until I know like, okay, I'm secure myself and I'm stable and I'm ready for this, and the person I want as well, like we're both in a good headspace. And if I know I'm not there, then I'm not going to rush it. So my dating life has been okay. Do I have a dating life right now? I will say no. I've just deaded all of that because niggas be a waste of time. So yeah, for now I'm not. I've got other things on my mind. Like when I've sorted certain things off my checklist, then I can say, okay, yeah, I want to start like being in a relationship, do the whole serious boyfriend girlfriend thing. But for now, am I looking for that? No. But am I just like, am I open to dating? I'm open to like, I like to call it talking, getting to know people, nothing too serious. And then if something genuinely actually grows naturally, then okay. But I always say I like to be friends with people first. I want to be friends with you first. And then I just don't like the whole, oh, I find you attractive, boom, let's date. Bruh, I don't even know you. For now, my dating life is on the chill. Am I open to dating and like just getting to know people? Yes, but nothing too serious, to be honest, because I'm not ready for a relationship, all that pressure, and niggas be scum. I'd rather just take my time. Even if like there's someone who like, oh, we have a mutual interest in each other, let's get to know each other, go on dates, chill, be friends, build a friendship, and then see where it comes to. So I've got other stuff I'm working on and I'm focused on, and to be honest, like I'm not even gonna lie, my friends even be saying, I barely have time. Why did you move? I didn't like just move. Like I said, COVID happened and I just thought, you know what, you make the best of the opportunity. Lagos is a beautiful place. Lagos is full of opportunities. And while I'm here, I'm going to make the best out of it. And I love it. Do you feel like luxury in Lagos is repetitive? That's beach houses, restaurants and nothing more. To be honest, yes, it sort of is, because like that's really it. Like there's just like, there's a lot of beach houses you can go to, nice restaurants, bars, clubs, strip clubs. That's like, it's sort of like the same kind of thing, to be honest. Like, but then again, there's a lot of places to go to. Like someone said, go back to London. I'm not sure they like here in Nigeria. Who cares, bitch? Who cares? I'm gonna stay where I want to stay, and that's on period. I don't care. The fuck? Is it easier to do makeup and hair over there or here? I don't know. Like, I would say getting spaces and stuff is obviously easier to do here, but like I said, you need to have like your money saved up, like cash in hand. But obviously you need to have like your money cash in hand, that's the only thing. But like it's easier to get spaces, it's easier to get like workers because like labor is cheaper. It's easier to get like a place here, like a studio or something. It's easier to get workers. So I'll say it's slightly easier to run, but at the same time there are certain products like I don't find here and I have to like order from the UK or from America and like shipping here. So all of that, I find like finding products and stuff is easier in the UK. You have more variety, you have more things to work with, and that has been a struggle. So I've had to really like search for things. Some stuff you can't even find here, so you have to like ship. So I've had to learn that okay, these certain products I have to buy in bulk from the UK and ship at once. So those are just like the little things, to be fair. Would you rather live there or in the UK? To be fair, if I'm thinking having kids full-time, I would live in the UK and not live Lagos. Lagos would be more of a visit kind of thing. You give good advice on relationships. What do you feel about toxic guys, and have you had any experiences in Lagos? One thing I would tell you guys, you know how they say like Yoruba guys are demons, Nigerian men are demons. I don't want to say okay they're demons, but you know how everyone knows they're a handful. These Lagos guys, men, boys, whatever you want to call them, they are a handful. That is not a lie. Nigerian men will embarrass you for free. I would say me giving advice about like when I post stuff, I think this came from Instagram, and this because like I always post on my story Justin LA boy or like all these like funny memes about guys and just being trash and like girls just doing your own shit, and people always like, oh, why are you so pressed about guys, or you feel everyone's toxic, you feel every guy's bad, and it's just like, who is that? They're going to one of our guys making me straight. Sorry guys, that was Chioma. She has me cracking up. See, Nigerian guys are built different. They will embarrass you for free. I'm just being honest in this Q&A. This person's asking, I don't like post those funny memes and stuff because of like oh, I'm pressed by all niggas, but do I feel like most men are toxic and just scum? Sometimes. Most times, yes. I've seen shit happen, and personally I've had guys do some dog ass things and like just have me blown like, are you for real? Like, you really did this? Have I dealt with like toxic guys or relationships? I won't say toxic relationships, but toxic guys, yes, because we don't even be getting to the dating or relationship stage. You get me? That's what the talking stage is about as well. You start talking, you start clocking stuff. Because one thing I've finally, like, I think I've given myself sense now to just come to terms with is there's gonna be a point where you're gonna like see this toxic behavior or this funny behavior from this person. It's always gonna be here. Your gut will know, your gut will tell you, but you keep giving chances. But regardless, certain traits don't stop, and especially when the person doesn't want it to stop. So it is what it is. I post stuff about guys being toxic and stuff, not because I'm pressed. Sometimes are some stuff funny and relatable, yes. Have I gone through certain stuff? Yes. But have I spoken to people and I can see like red flags and there's that toxic masculinity there? Yes. And it's just like, you know what, it gets to a point where you just need to give yourself sense, just like, okay, now is a wrap. So, but when I post this stuff, guys, it's not even because I'm pressed. Like, most times shit be funny, because if I'm dealing with a nigga and he starts acting up, like, before it gets too bad, I'm a car. And people might say that's selfish, this and that. Niggas always want to try and guilt trip us. Don't fall for it. They'll tell you it's selfish, you're leaving, this and that. You need to, because if you stay there, it's just going to be the same shit over again. So sometimes you need to give yourself sense and just accept like, this situation isn't healthy for me, and it's either you stay to support the person and at the detriment of your mental health and yourself, or you take yourself out of the situation. Yes, it might hurt. Yes, it might be like, oh, you left, but guess what? You're alive. Your mental health and everything is still stable. I saw this thing and it said, you can't keep treating people a type of way and expect them to still feed off your energy as much. And Nigerian guys have a reputation about being very toxic, being cheats and all of that. And generally, with my experience so far in Lagos, the one or two people I have spoken to or like tried to get to know, and cut it off is because I could already tell, like, did they show me the whole toxic stuff, the whole toxic behavior and the Nigerian man behavior that people talk about, the narcissistic behavior? Yes. And it's just like, I don't want to deal with this, so I'm just gonna dip. And sometimes you're going to be called a bad person, but you need to do what you need to do. Especially, like, if you can stay and forgive and know your mental health is okay and know that you're still stable and you're good, that's fine. I applaud you. But if you know, like, a situation is breaking you and you're losing yourself, you need to leave. Some stuff, like, everyone has their own limits. You can't tell people when enough is enough. Some people can deal with a lot, some people can't. So I feel like it just depends on you. But yeah, this question about, I always give advice about toxic guys. Have I had, like, personal experiences? Yes, I have, but not that many, if I'm to be very honest. But while I've been in Lagos, have I experienced the toxic? Yes, I have, because whew, child, they will give you a run for your money. But regardless, have I had some good experiences? Yes. They just be on some funny shit and baby girl, peace, I ain't involved. But anyways guys, so those are all the questions I've answered. In general, I think I've really, like, spoken about my life update through answering these questions. What's going on with me? I'm just working. I'm in Lagos. I'm here now. Am I moving here permanently? No, but it's Lagos, somewhere I can be back and forth from. Definitely, it won't be a thing that I go to the UK and never come back. I'll definitely be more back and forth. I've had a lot of fun experiences, good, bad and ugly. Like, I can't even highlight. Oh my god, I just remembered. Yes, I know one of my highlights in Nigeria. It was a trip I took to Abuja. It was so fun with my girls. I enjoyed it. We just chilled, had girls night, and it was really nice. So yeah, that was good. It was like work and fun as well. So, like, that was one of my highlights. But anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I did give you guys a bit of an update. I feel like I'll give you an update on what's going on with me. Gave you guys the tea on my dating life. I mean, if it does change, if something does change, then I'll update you guys. Like I said, I want to talk to you guys more this year. I want to be more open and just, like, talking and have my subscribers get to know me a bit more. I hope I answered all your questions, okay? Anyways guys, we've come to the end of this video. Let me know what you guys think of this video in the comment section down below. Let me know your thoughts. If you want to see more videos like this, then do give this video a thumbs up. And except from that, I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.